have Priyanka Chaturvedi with me on really an important statement and a startling statement made by Aditya Thackeray. He's made a statement and a claim that says Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde made a compromise and joined the BJP in order to escape central agency, adding that the CM even cried at the Thackeray residence Matoshri, fearing an arrest. Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, meanwhile, refused to be drawn into the controversy, saying Aditya is just a boy and can say whatever he wants.
ये पहली बार मैंने नहीं कहा है, पहले भी कहा था मैंने कि अगर आप देखें तो ये सब जो चल रहा था माहौल, तब 20 मई को उद्धव साहब ने जो गद्दार लीडर के गैंग लीडर है उनको बुलाया था वर्षा बंगले पे और कहा था कि क्यों आप करना चाहते हैं ये गद्दारी, जो भी कान पे आ रहा है, जो भी बात सुनाई दे रही है वो सच है क्या। तब वो रोए थे और बिल्कुल कहा था कि कभी अरेस्ट हो सकती है, बहुत दबाव है, लेकिन सिर्फ ऐसे ही कह रहे हैं, जाएंगे तो नहीं, और हमसे झूठ कह के फिर आपने देखा जो हुआ वो हुआ। तो आप सोचिए जब मैं बड़ा हो जाऊंगा तो कितनी डर की बात होगी उन्हें।
आदित्य ठाकरे बोलले की तुम्ही मातोश्रीवरती आला,
अरे ते जाऊ दे रे, त्याला काय त्याचं अजून लहान आहे.
All right, Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Shiv Sena is with me, the Uddhav Shiv Sena. Priyanka Chaturvedi, thank you so much for speaking with us this evening. Now, very startling claims made several months after the events. The events that Aditya Thackeray are talking about happened more than a year ago. Why are the comments coming out now?
Maybe because he chose to not speak about these internal challenges that they were facing in terms of how Mr. Shinde was functioning and going about dubiously, planning an exit from the party, and not just exit from the party, ensuring that in a very treacherous way, in a backstabbing manner, to save his own self, he went about this entire treachery against the party. And he did not make these comments today. His comments are being highlighted today. He was speaking at a students' event in Hyderabad when this question was asked of him. And that is when he said that. And it is a fact. We don't need to look beyond what he has said. Actually, you can check all the statements at that point in time. The heat was on Mr. Eknath Shinde. One of his private secretaries or OSD was on the run over certain allegations that were being put on him by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and the ED was going after him. His OSD was on the run. And that is a well-known fact, established fact, which was covered also by various regional newspapers. And why should it surprise anyone, considering this is how BJP has been functioning? It should surprise. It should not come as a surprise simply because they have been using the BJP.
Right. These allegations, Ms. Chaturvedi, come at a time when the Supreme Court has rebuffed attempts by opposition parties to get legal cover. So is reiterating these allegations, because that's essentially what Mr. Aditya Thackeray is saying, that it is the misuse of agencies that has forced this political action. Is this really making any difference?
You know, firstly, we wouldn't want to take, he has said that in that entire conversation with the students, he's trying to take no political points out of this or gain some political brownie points from this. He stated matter of fact as they were and as he witnessed. And is it not a fact that out of those 40 MLAs, most of them had ED running after them? And is it not a fact that today they all these ED cases are lying in deep freeze right now, and there's nothing happening. Take, for example, Pratap Sarnaik ji. Take, for example, various other leaders, Gulab Rao Patil, which were accused of various other corruptions. And you can only go through the past press conferences of their troll-in-chief, which is Kirit Somaya, to know who all he made allegations for, and today nothing is happening in terms of that investigation. So there's no political point scoring here. Matter of fact is that a person who was under the ED watch, who was being told that he will be arrested if he doesn't do what he's being asked to do, has gone and done what he's done. He's been a traitor to his own party. He's ensured that he pulled down a government, which was a well-run government. And he's done what he's done. And people of the state would ensure that he pays for it. Considering they're not even going into an election and trying to save their skin and their own seats in the Supreme Court, speaks volumes of the distrust that people have in him. Secondly, Supreme Court, what we went in the Supreme Court, 14 political parties going to the Supreme Court
Right.
and doing what they did, and Supreme Court taking in, making some comments on that particular issue is absolutely in no way connected to what Shri Aditya Thackeray spoke. He has spoken the truth, he's spoken the facts, and he was very matter of fact about it. And he said this was a fait accompli. He chose to go to the other side. And on the other hand, we had Sanjay Raoji, who was hounded by the ED. He refused to bend. He was put behind bars. PMLA court dismissed all the charges against him by the Enforcement Directorate. And that is the fight he chose to fight. And there are those who chose to run away.
Let's talk about the fight right now between the alliance partners of the MVA. By fight, I mean the struggle to stay together. There are concerns now, Ms. Chaturvedi, about whether the MVA will survive, especially after comments made recently by Mr. Sharad Pawar, issues that, Uddhav Thackeray has had about Rahul Gandhi's Veer Savarkar comments. Will this alliance continue into the next set of elections?
So the alliance is continuing the way it is. And the alliance will continue into the election. We have no doubts about it. And all the meetings that have happened are meetings that were either scheduled or meetings that happened in an impromptu fashion post various things that media had been reporting. But that has nothing to do with the alliance going separate ways. The alliance stays. The alliance was good for the state. People of the state believe it was good for them. And we are very confident that together we are going to defeat these nefarious forces in the BJP and the traitor gang of 40. So we are very confident about that. Having different opinions on a particular issue does not necessarily mean breaking away of an alliance. Shiv Sena also has stood its ground when we were in alliance with the BJP on various issues, whether it was Rafale to add as well. So we will continue to stand on the issues that we speak up for. And in an alliance, we can have differences of opinion, but a consensus building is the beauty of an alliance, and we will build a consensus. We've built a consensus. We've given a strong government. We've proved our competency, and we will go back to the people asking for a mandate that we duly deserve.
Well, thank you, Priyanka Chaturvedi, for joining us today. We'll have to wait and see whether that consensus lasts into 2024, very crucially for Maharashtra with the assembly and the general election.